Welcome to Oak Tree Stories, timeless tales rooted in India. Here you'll find gentle, thoughtful tales drawn from our rich storytelling traditions, from ancient fables and folklore to heartwarming slices of modern Indian life. Each story is carefully chosen and lovingly crafted to be age appropriate and calming, with just a touch of wonder. So come, get cozy, and let the story begin. I'm Shalini, your storyteller. Each week, we bring you original and traditional stories filled with wonder, heart, and adventure. Today's tale is an original story set long, long ago in a time before humans walked the earth. It's a story of dinosaurs, of dreams passed down from grandfather to grandchild, and of a journey that every little one must take, the journey of growing up. It follows a young dino named Raja, who sets off in search of a place from his grandfather's stories. A place where the cliffs echo your roar right back at you. This is Raja and the Echoing Cliffs. Are you ready to listen? Then settle in, close your eyes if you'd like, and let's begin. Before there were maps, before there were people, a river wound its way across a warm green land. And by its banks lived a small family of dinosaurs. They had strong legs for running, short arms stuck close to their bodies, and a small bony horn just above their nose. The littlest one in the family was called Raja. Now, Raja wasn't exactly little by our standards. He was already taller than a buffalo. But for his kind, he was just a child. He lived with his mum, dad, and grandpa in a nest of ferns and river pebbles by the riverbank. He loved to listen to his grandpa's stories about great floods, ancient trees, and faraway places that echoed with the calls of dinosaurs long gone. And just like any other young dinosaur, he was always asking questions. But the one thing he wondered most about was something his grandpa used to talk about: the echoing cliffs. They are way past the river bend, Grandpa would say, where your own roar roars right back at you. Did you go there? Raja would ask, eyes wide. Oh, many, many tail swishes ago. It was the loudest, quiet place I've ever seen. That was enough to plant the dream deep in Raja's heart. One morning, Raja stormed up to his dad, who was arranging tree trunks for the winter. Can we go to the echoing cliffs today? Please, 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 he said, hopping from one foot to the other. His dad smiled. I wish we could, Raja, but today I've got to work. Maybe in a few days? A few days? Raja blinked. But what if I forget the way by then? His dad chuckled. That's why you wait, so you can go with someone who remembers. But Raja, he didn't want to wait. Now, does that happen to you? When you want to do something at that very minute, but your mum or dad asks you to wait? Well, that's exactly how Raja felt. So when no one was looking, he crept out of the nesting hollow. He followed the river bend and walked where the trees grew thinner. The sun was warm. The forest smelled of sap and stone. Raja imagined the cliffs ahead, rising like teeth from the earth, just a little further. But then the path split. He tried one trail, then another. The trees grew thicker, the light dimmed, the sounds changed, and before he knew it, Raja was somewhere he didn't recognize at all. His legs were tired. His heart thumped in his chest. I thought the cliffs were this way, he whispered. Or was it the other way? A twig cracked behind him. Raja spun around and bumped right into a tall, gentle dinosaur. She had a long neck, sturdy legs, and a tail that swayed like a tree branch. Lost? She asked. Raja nodded. I was trying to find the echoing cliffs, but I seem to have lost my way. She smiled. That's easy to do, she said. My name is Ina. I used to visit the cliffs when I was small too. They're not far now. I can take you. Just then, a short-necked, round-bellied dinosaur tripped over a root and tumbled into view. And I am Tuk Tuk, he cried, his big feet slipping on the moss as he tried to climb onto a large mushroom, promptly declaring it a throne and yelling, All hail the king of the mushrooms! Raja couldn't help giggling. With Ina leading the way, the three of them soon reached the edge of the trees. And there, just beyond the rise, were the cliffs. Vast, craggy, beautiful. Raja ran to the edge and let out a roar. Roar! The cliffs answered back, Roar! He did it again and again and again and laughed until his sides ached. Suddenly, thunder rumbled in the distance. We should get going, Ina said. The storm sounds close. They started walking back, but the sky was darkening fast. Soon, lightning cracked the sky. A bolt struck a tree nearby, crash, sending sparks and smoke into the air. Rain poured down in heavy sheets. Cave! There! Ina pointed. The three dinosaurs squeezed into the cave. Raja trembled a little. His back was damp. His claws were cold. Smoke curled through the rain as the tree crackled outside. To distract him, Tuk Tuk stretched his neck and said in a deep voice, I am the legendary tree of the echoing cliffs. Sit beneath me and hear stories of old. Ina giggled. You sound like a croaking frog. Frog or not, Tuk Tuk said, did I ever tell you about the baby dinosaur who mistook a rock turtle for an actual rock? Sat on it, the turtle is still grumpy. Raja giggled. And how about the one who ate spicy berries and had steam coming out of his ears? And about the one who mistook a sleeping saber tooth for a fuzzy pillow? Okay, Raja said between chuckles. That one you definitely made up. Eventually, the rain slowed. The sky lightened, and they stepped out into the misty forest. Home is that way, Ina said, nudging him gently. Thanks, Ina, Raja whispered. When they finally reached Raja's riverside home, his parents came rushing out. Where were you? We were worried sick. I'm sorry, Raja said, burying his head under his dad's chin. I just really wanted to see the echoing cliffs. You said we'd go later, but I thought I could do it on my own. His dad looked at him for a long moment, then sighed. We all want things, Raja, but sometimes we wait for a reason. Raja nodded. I got lost. You must never go alone again, his mum said gently. Raja looked down. I thought I was being brave. You were lucky, said Ina softly. Bravery is not just about going alone. It's knowing when to ask for help and remembering that grown-ups are there to guide you. Tuk Tuk grinned and said, even the biggest dinosaurs sometimes need help finding their way back. Raja glanced up at the trees. the sky now golden with late evening light. He nestled into his nest, warm and safe once more. That night, Raja dreamt of the cliffs, the roar, the storm, the stories, and the way Ina's tail glowed like a path in the dark. It had been a big adventure. But the best part was finding his way back home. And that was Raja and the Echoing Cliffs, an original story from Oak Tree Stories. Raja, Ina and Tuk Tuk are inspired by real dinosaurs that once lived in what is now the Indian subcontinent. Raja is inspired by the Rajasaurus narmadensis, a fierce predator whose fossils were found near the Narmada River in Gujarat. Ina is inspired by Barapasaurus, one of the earliest long-necked dinosaurs to roam the Indian subcontinent. Gentle, tall and steady as the trees she once walked among. Tuk Tuk, playful and kind, is imagined from Isisaurus, a smaller, round-bellied, long-necked dinosaur discovered in Maharashtra. Though these three dinosaurs didn't all live at the same time, we brought them together in the story just for a moment to imagine what their world might have been like. Scientists believe that millions of years ago, long before India was the country we know today, it was home to jungles, rivers, and creatures just like these. Though they left no words behind, they left their stories, hidden in stone, waiting to be imagined. This was just one story of many. If you enjoyed this tale, you can find more at www.oaktreebooks.in/Oak Tree Stories, where your support helps us keep bringing India's deep storytelling traditions to life. And here's something special. If this story inspired you, send us your artwork from this or any of our other stories. You can share it on our website or tag us on Instagram and Facebook. We'll give you a special shout out in a future episode and feature your art on our pages. Grown-ups, follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Oak Tree Stories for updates, behind-the-scenes peeks, and more heartfelt storytelling. Until next time, dear listener, be curious, be kind, and remember the journey matters, but coming home is part of the adventure too.